The O'Reilly Factor's on tonight.
It's disgusting what's happening to our country. We are a dumping ground for the rest of the world. We are.
More tough talk from Donald Trump in front of 20,000 fans in Dallas last night. Will Mr. Trump continue his aggressive posture during tomorrow's debate? We will ask him.
We have sent very bad signals. We have now a very huge wave of migrants, and it's a disaster.
So who is really at fault as Europe is being overrun by Muslims? Tonight, we will point the finger.
He's a kind-hearted young man. He's tough as nails. I'm devastated.
Also ahead, reports say the criminal who killed State Trooper Joseph Ponder was a Black Lives Matter sympathizer. Caution, you are about to enter the no-spin zone. Factor begins right now. Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. The Talking Points memo on the exploding Muslim invasion will be in our third segment this evening, but we lead with a new poll from CBS. It says Republican primary voters prefer Donald Trump and Dr. Ben Carson by a wide margin over the rest of the field. Mr. Trump at 27% is up 3 points from early August. Dr. Carson at 23%, up a whopping 17 points. But there is a cautionary question. Republicans were asked, is your mind made up or is it too early to be sure? 37% say made up, 63% too early. Joining us now from his golf club in Los Angeles, California, is the Republican frontrunner, Donald Trump. First of all, do you study to prepare for the debate tomorrow? Do you do any research or anything like that at all?
Well, I have to start off by saying I am not playing golf. I'm working. I'm out here at Trump National, and it's an amazing place on the Pacific, and I'm only working. I'm not playing golf. I haven't played golf in a long time, believe me. And as far as the research, I've sort of been doing it for the last 30 years, I guess, Bill. I don't know how you can prepare for something. I hear everybody's coming after me. We had one poll where I was at 40 in New Hampshire. I'm at 40 in second place. I think it was 12 or something. And, you know, they're all coming after me is what I hear. And whatever it is, it is. Let's see what happens.
All right. So you're going to go in. You're going to wing it. People should know you're not allowed to bring in any notes. You're not allowed to bring any weapons in. Can't have, a samurai sword. You can have a piece of paper and a pen, just like I do here. You're not going to wear the hat tomorrow night at the debate, are you? You going to wear the hat?
No, I'm only wearing it today because it's so windy out here on the Pacific, and the wind is pretty strong, right. So I didn't want my hair blowing around.
Yeah, and
I have too much respect for your program.
Right, and besides, if you have the hat, they can't make fun of the hair, so you don't want to do that. All right, now let's get serious for a minute. You had a big crowd in Dallas last night. A lot of people watched your speech on TV. But outside, you had a couple of thousand demonstrators, Hispanics primarily.
No, we didn't. We didn't have a couple of thousand. They had a very, very small group, and we had thousands of Hispanics inside that were cheering louder than anybody. We had a very, very small group, and it was actually reported there was going to be 4,000 people, and it turned out to be about 2,000. It turned out to be about 1,000 people.
But my question is this. Does that bother you that they were out there? Did that bother you?
No, because inside I had 20,000 people, and it was a love fest. It was incredible. In the, as you know, the American Airlines Center where the Mavericks play, it was packed, and it was an amazing event. And again, we had everybody. We had the Tea Party, we had the evangelicals, we had Hispanics. We had rich, we had poor, we had everybody.
All right, so you were happy with your turnout. I just want to know if those people outside bothered you. Now, I'm going to be one of the
very few people outside.
They'll never let me, but if they did, these are the questions that I would ask you tomorrow night. Ready? Okay, Mr. Trump, the Club for Growth, which is a conservative economic group, says that you are a high-tax guy and very liberal economically. What is your tax program specifically?
Okay, well, I'm going to announce it in 3 weeks, but I'm actually lowering taxes, and especially for the middle class. The hedge fund guys are going to have to pay because they pay practically nothing, peanuts. But I am lowering taxes overall, lowering for corporations. And by the way, Club for Growth is a phony outfit. They came to my office a few months ago. They asked me for $1 million. I said no right after I told them no, because I don't even know who these people are. Right after I told them no, they came out with a negative kind of an ad. Well, now they put on an ad. Just so you understand, I'm lowering taxes. I'm not
All right,
raising
on me,
taxes.
okay,
So what they
on
said
me.
is a lie.
Yeah, I make a lot of money, not as much as you do, but I make a lot of money. So what is a fair rate, tax rate, for me to pay for the federal government?
Well, I'm announcing it in 3 weeks, Bill, so I don't want to really do that. But your taxes are going to go down a little bit.
You know,
Let me
is it going
just
to be
tell
40?
you, Bill, your taxes...
What?
No, much lower. Your taxes are going to go down a little bit, even though you make a hell of a lot of money. And the middle income is really going to go down big league. And hopefully we're going to simplify to a point where H&R Block is going to be put out of business.
All right.
Because for people to pay them a fortune because of the complexities we did. So we're going to be, I think you're going to be very happy. We're going to be lowering taxes, and we're going to make it really good. We're going to bring back the middle class. The hedge fund guys won't be that happy, but they'll still make a lot of money.
But if you say
And
that
by the way,
tomorrow
Bill,
night,
very
that you're going to
importantly-
announce in 3 weeks, they're going to say you're dodging all of that, and then all the other guys are going to go, no,
very
I have
important.
my
No,
thing.
I'm not dodging.
No, that's what
Hey,
they're
Bill,
going to
I'm
say.
not dodging. Very importantly, taxes are going down, and corporate taxes are going to go down, and we're going to put people to work again, and I'm going to bring
All right.
jobs back from China and Mexico and Japan and all of the other places that are stealing our jobs, and we're going to have an economy that's going to be booming again, because right now it's a disaster.
Okay. Now, your close and personal friend, Hillary Clinton, who went to your wedding, and I'm sure gave you a nice present, she says she wants to debate you about women. All right, that you don't understand women and your policies are going to hurt women. Are you up for a one-on-one debate with Hillary Clinton over women?
I love it, and I tell you what, I have great respect. In fact, my wife and my daughter wanted me, Ivanka and Melania wanted me really to discuss it because they know the respect I have for women. They know that I cherish women, and I'm going to take care of women, women's health issues. Jeb Bush was a disaster. He came out and he said he doesn't want to give them any kind of a subsidy to help them with women's health. And then he said he misspoke, but that was too late. No, I am going to take care of women better than Hillary will take care of women, that I can tell you. Hillary was the worst Secretary of State in the country's
we know
history.
That. We know that.
Maybe,
but I got to
Bill,
challenge you on the women thing. I got to challenge you on the women thing. Planned Parenthood, another damning video today comes out. One of their top executives are saying, hey, you know, I don't really want to talk about the harvesting of baby parts, but, you know, we do it. And everybody knows they do it. And they make money doing it, Planned Parenthood. So they're basically aborting babies, but they're aborting them in a way that they can remove them from the womb and cut them up and sell their body parts for money. Okay. A lot of conservatives want to defund Planned Parenthood, period. No more government money in the face of this horrendous exposition. Here it is tonight. You got to answer this yes or no. Would you vote to defund Planned Parenthood? Yes or no?
Yes, I've seen it, and I think you know my stance on it. I've said it before, but
you answered the question.
I've seen the videos. Hey, Bill, I've seen the videos. I think it's a disgrace.
It is.
And the answer is I would vote to defund.
Okay,
yes.
Good. I'm glad you answered that like that. Not because I'm editorially, but because I got 3 more questions. Ben Carson is your main competition. Now, are you going to call him Dr. Welby tomorrow? He's a mediocre doctor. Are you going to do that tomorrow? Are you?
No, I like Ben Carson. He's not a deal maker, and we need somebody in this country that's going to get rid of the $19 trillion in debt, that's going to bring back our jobs, that's going to bring back our manufacturing.
But he says he's going to do that.
Well, he's not going to do that. You have to have that, and, you know, like, it's one of those things. He won't have that ability, in my opinion.
All right, but you're not going to call him a pinhead or anything like that.
We need somebody with great ability for doing that.
You're not going to question his faith. You're not going to do any of that.
No, I wouldn't do that at all. Now, it depends on what he does with me. If he hits me, I'm a better counterpuncher.
No. You should take a pledge that you're not going to do it no matter what he does. All right, last question.
Look, I don't know who's coming from where. I hear everybody's going to be hitting me because
I would if
I'm
I were
number one
there.
in the polls.
I'd hit you
and
with
I'll
a pie.
respond accordingly, Bill.
If I were there, I'd hit you with everything I had because you're the leader. All right, they got to get attention. And you know it's coming. Last question. The press. You said last night in Dallas, generally speaking, unfair to you. You really believe that, or was that just hyperbole?
No, I think generally speaking, unfair. I met some political reporters who are absolute horrible human beings, and they're liars. I've also dealt with some that are extremely honorable, extremely talented and really good. But I've met some very devious people, some very bad people in the world of politics. When I deal in finance, it's a little bit easier maybe because it's numbers, so I don't have complaints. But what I have met some very, very dishonest people dealing in politics. There's no question about that.
All right. You're going to give a big address tonight, foreign policy address. We'll be listening to that. And we wish you the best in the debate, as we wish the other 10 contenders. And it's going to be very interesting. And I hope you'll come back soon and tell us about that experience.
Thank you, Bill.
All right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Next on the Rundown, Crowley and Powers will respond to that interview. Then the Muslim invasion. Who is responsible for this? We'll point a finger. And the Factor is coming right back.